Can't hear you, Manisha ji.
We now move to our next speaker, Ms. Paayal Kakria ji. A brief introduction about her. Paayal is a transformational speaker and a consciousness mentor. She is an author of the bestseller Intuitive, Knowing Her Truth. Paayal tapped into her own power and divine guidance to overcome her challenges, the challenges that were thrown to her by life. This process of self realization connected her to her true purpose of life, that is, to help humanity through her coaching and mentoring programs. Payal reaches people through podcasts and positive videos on social media. It's an indeed a pleasure to have you, Payalji, over here. Over to you.
Thank you, Manisha ji. Thank you so much for introducing me. Now, look, I am like so impressed with what Sri Anish ji said. So honored to listen to him. I think he's left, but I hope he can. Oh, Anish ji, such an honor, such an honor. I can't hear you. Up, mute pe.
Yeah, I said, I promised Yugandarji that I will be there, and I promised him that I'll be there till 5:30. So I will listen to all of you. Yeah, it'll be an honor.
Anish ji, it's an honor. When you were speaking, it felt as if you are speaking my heart out. You spoke so well, and like everything just resonated so much. Like it was as if the message is so resonating with each and every word you said. Like if you understand, it has a really, really deep meaning. Otherwise, everything is just lost in words, right? So I mean, it really touched my heart, and I will probably use a few of the things that you said, whatever has stayed with me, because it's still downloading. And I generally don't prepare any of my sessions. I just like to go with the flow. So, so please bear with me on that one. I don't know, I have figured out if I write down something and I speak, it just turns out to be something different. But when I'm speaking in flow, it's always come naturally to me and it just works for me. So I hope I can do justice to this beautiful platform.
I'm sure, Payalji, it's going to be fantastic because whenever there's a natural flow, it comes from heart. And so it's going to be fantastic. So we are just eager to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Manisha ji. All right. So the topic that I have chosen is spirituality and youth. So there's a big reason why I chose that topic. Number one, spirituality. I think I just breathe spirituality. And I would like to start with a quotation. An unexamined life is not worth living, as said by Socrates. And I live by that quotation. If you've not realized, if you've not taken a moment to understand or to reflect, why have you come on this earth? What is your purpose of life? Why are you meant to be here on this earth? Like, if this question has never crossed your mind, I request each and everyone who's listening to please take a pause and please reflect on why have you taken birth? Because we have not taken birth to just wake up in the morning, eat our food, go and earn bread and butter for the family, and then just go back to sleep again, and then get up again the next morning doing the same things, right? So we need to take a moment to understand why we are here. I mean, if you just spend some time with yourself, I'm very sure something will come up. I think in today's fast-paced world, what is happening is everyone is in so much of a rush that just thinking of sitting down for a moment brings up stress. Because I work with people all the time, They are so scared of the word spirituality. They are scared of the word meditation. They are scared of the word light, right? So people are not scared of darkness. They are scared of light. And I am really, really unable to understand why are people so scared of connecting with their own self. Spirituality is connecting with your own self. And the inner wisdom takes you on your right path. So when we talk about youth, as Shri Anishi was also saying, our country is one of the biggest, youngest nations in the world. And we cannot forget that. And as older brothers and sisters and mentors, whatever we want to call ourselves, I think it's high time that we all take responsibility of understanding who we are first, and then making other people around us realize who they are and what they should be doing. So to guide someone, you need to know what you are doing and what is your purpose and why are you doing it. It's high time that we understand that today's generation, the young generation that we have in our country, is our gold. They are our asset. They are the asset to the country, and they need to be guided in the correct way. They need to be shown the path of spirituality. They cannot go wrong with this. I think they're just not aware of it. The knowledge is lacking. Like Shri Anishi said, there is not enough knowledge. They are lacking a sense of belongingness. Why are they lacking the sense of belongingness? Because first of all, they have not connected with their own self. How will you connect with the land where you are born? You need to connect with yourself. You need to connect with your family members. And that's how the connection builds. I stay in Australia for the past 20 years, but I haven't lost the connection with my roots. Because if I lose my roots, I lose myself. You know, a tree without roots is not a tree anymore, cannot bear the fruits. So you cannot afford to forget what our land has given us, the values, the traditions. I mean, if we look at it, that's the reason we are so strong and we are surviving in today's time. You know, whether it's our Ayurveda, whether it's the traditions, the celebrations, everything has a meaning, a beautiful, beautiful meaning to it. And look how our culture has given us an opportunity to believe in so many gods, right? And everything has a story, everything has a learning. It's just that the gist of it is lost. So I think it's high time that we, as older siblings, parents, teachers, mentors, whoever is awakening, whoever has realized that there's a deeper meaning to life, please do not lose that light inside of you. And once you are lit, make sure that you light people around you. Our youngsters are our coming leaders. It's time we instill the right knowledge at the right time into them, because when they are at their highest peak of their energy, mental energies, physical energies, you know, they're doing the right thing. And they're not losing time. And, you know, after 40 years, 50 years or 60 years, they realize, you know, that we could have done something if the right knowledge was given to us on the right time. And today's youth is really, really smart, adaptable. You know, we just need to feed them the right food. Like, and again, I will say, Shri Anishji was saying, the right soil. You know, if we put the right fertilizer, we give them the right light, water, the plant is going to grow. There is no ways that they are being lost, right? It's our responsibility. We who have understood the lesson, it's time, it's high time that we pass on the baton to them in the right way. You see, in today's time, nuclear families, parents themselves don't know what they're doing. They're lost, they're stressed, they're depressed. And what are they passing on to their children? They're just passing on the wounds. Spirituality is that healing that you give to yourself. Spirituality gives you the strength to heal all your wounds. And once you are healed, then you do not pass on your traumas to the coming generation. I think it's our responsibility to understand how to heal ourselves. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, all these low vibrational feelings should tell you that something is not right. And that something is the connection that you've lost with your own self. Find that connection. Don't wait for a perfect time, a perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. The perfect exists now. The time is now to heal yourself, to heal your wounds, and then pass on the light to the coming generation, not the darkness. It's a responsibility. Our kids are watching us. What are we doing? What are we speaking? What are we eating? What are we thinking? How are we responding? How strongly are we facing life? Life is beautiful. Life is simple. It's we who make it complicated. All the comparison, all the jealousy with everyone around us, because again, a lack of sense of belongingness. If we understand we all are made of the same divine matter, we all have the same heart, beating the same way, the same color of the blood, anywhere on the earth, anywhere. You pick up any person, just the color of the skin is different. That's it. It's just like wearing a different clothes. That's it. We are all the same. We need to feel that connection. And we have lost a connection with ourselves, with our families, with our country. How will we move forward? How will we come out of this Kali Yuga? The only way is love. Loving yourself, connecting with yourself, and then spreading that love out. Because automatically, when you are filled with love, you're filled with the divine, you're connected with the source energy, that's what you project out. Who you are is what you see around you. So if you're not liking what's happening in your life, go within. Your outside world reflects who you are from within. It's such a beautiful knowledge. I think if someone does not understand that or does not get it, you are losing out on such precious knowledge, because that's the power. That's where all the power lies. And all the power is within us. We don't have to go anywhere. How beautiful is that? We're not dependent on anybody, right? Just go within and understand that the connection with the self is the most important connection. And our young generation is our asset, our gold. Everybody needs to understand that. And I would just want to recite a small poem, right? That everybody is in so much competition these days that they're always saying, if he's doing this to me, if he's doing that to me, why should I be good? Why should I be this? Why should I be that? So I just want to recite something. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, You will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone can destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Do good anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. So it is always between you and you. What other people are doing does not matter. What you do matters. So I want to leave with that one sentence. What you do with yourself and your life matters. So, and once you're on the right track, once one puzzle piece is in the right place, it's a domino effect. I'm speaking from my own experience. Everything starts falling in place. Your life becomes peaceful and blissful. And once you're blissful, that's what you want for the whole universe. So I wish that this light, this love, this peace, every single soul on this earth has a right to experience it. Please experience it. It's worth living this precious life. Namaste.
Thank you, Payal ji. It was indeed, it was blending so well with what Anish sir has spoken to us. Fantastic. You took it from there, and yeah, how beautiful is that? That the outer world is our mirror reflection. It's a mirror reflection of our inner world. So if at all you need to really correct something, it is something here and not out there. Yes, that's what actually Indian ancient wisdom is. That's what Sir Anish was talking about, because Indian wisdom always spoke about this. And the second thing you said, that we are the power and we are powerful. Yes, of course, that's what when in Gita, Krishna says, Aham Brahmasmi, he says, I am the cosmos, but immediately he says, Tattvamasi. He says, you are like me. And so, we are universe by ourselves. So fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Payalji. Sir Anish has something to say.
I think, as Payal was saying, that she always speaks from the heart in the flow. So I did see the flow, and I did see that things are coming from straight from our heart, based on our deep wisdom and experience. So very well, Payal, extremely good. We should all be connected. Yeah.
Yes, Anishji, I would want to connect with you personally. Please, how can I do that?
Okay, that's an interesting thing. How do we do that on this live panel? You can note down my email ID, personal, while that's okay.
Hanji.
This is Sri Anish, SRIANISH,
Hanji.
@sadho, SAADHO.org.
SAADHO.
.org.
Yeah,
we call it Sadho.
Sadho.org.
Yeah.
I will definitely drop you an email and would love to stay connected with you.
Absolutely.
Such an honor to know you.
Yeah, and you're doing great work. Continue that, and we will talk about this. Yeah, one-on-one. Great.
Thank you, Manisha ji. It's so beautiful seeing you and knowing you too.
It was a pleasure indeed to have you here. And technically, there is something really wrong the way, because I'm not able to share the screen and present the certificate to you. But we will nevertheless be mailing it to you very soon. And thank you. We are blessed indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
we now
Manisha ji.
move on. Thank you. And now we move on to our next speaker.